So we are live. We cannot play our intro. There you go. Cheese is already in there. Fuck StreamYard. Fuck StreamYard. I am 100% down with that. We can't play our intro. We can't play any videos till we upgrade. I'll have to see what upgrading costs is what we need to do, and we'll go from there. But anyway, folks, it's okay because it is still Thursday. We are still here. It is still Wrestling Outlet. I am still Boxman, just so you know. And of course, across from me, I believe he is still.
I'm still here. I'm still persevering. I am Voice of Generation Smart Wahlberg. I'm heartbroken.
He is still here too. I know. Can't play any clips. I've tried to play it one way or the other, and really no way to do it. I probably could put that clip up on YouTube and share it from YouTube. That might have worked, but I didn't want to go through all that. To be honest with you, I mean, I paid for the video, so it should be our video. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's really that, whether or not you own the video or not. It's just them purposely trying to degrade the features that you use for free, so that you are forced into paying for their fucking plan.
Yeah, they're gonna eventually. I mean, I don't know. There's got to be something else out there. Maybe we'll try. Don't know.
Well, what's specifically is that fucking Skype is dead too now. So what can you do?
Oh yeah, Skype's been dead, but trust me, I'm sure there's something like this out there. We just need to
tune in next week to Chatterbait.
Yes. Check us out live on jerkmate.com. Okay, we'll we know it sounds weird, but hey, it's a platform, right, folks?
And if you leave a tip, it'll send a vibrating sensation right to.
There you go. Not sure how it does it, but that's the way it goes. Anyway, folks, gotta tell you, I was out all day today. I didn't get home till like 6 o'clock. It's been a mad dash to get all this shit together. I don't have that much news, I'll be honest with you. But I figured we'd give some predictions tonight. We got All In, and usually we do that. We give our predictions as we're talking about and roll Dynamite into that. Figured we'd do that, and I figured it'd be fun to give some WWE Evolution picks, and we'll do that too. A little bit later, we got a few other things that we can get into, and we will. I guess we can do that. Not much going on with me, man. Anything interesting going on your way?
Not really. Just kind of hanging out. You at all affected by those floods?
Luckily that's about 4 or 5 hours away from me, but man, that is absolutely horrifying what happened down there. Just what a tragedy. That is awful what happened down there. One of the girls the girls I work with, her husband was actually down there the next day, doing whatever he could, on a boat. Saw him at one point searching on foot for people, and where it was water wasn't, but awful. And there's kids at that camp, and for I've seen some pretty horrible reactions to this stuff, and to react to kids like that because of who the president is right now you're the problem. If you're anyone who's saying that, anything bad about what happened down there, it's absolutely horrible. That's why the internet needs to be shut off. Exactly. I couldn't even imagine what some of these families are going through right now. There was one story of two sisters who were found holding hands. Oh my God. There's just some horrible stories for people out there. So yeah. Luckily that is not near me. So Oh yeah, wrestling content is pretty big on Pornhub. One Night in China, Sunny Side Up, Backdoor to Sunny, I believe is another one. Check that one out.
There's a rather unfortunate Ricochet video that I've unfortunately had to have seen.
There was a Tony Storm one on there. You got to check that one out. That was not bad. Paige is on there. Get a few. You got a few on there. Just got to look. Just got to look. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Yeah, you just got to look. That's my dog out there crying. I think I better get the dog. Hold on a minute. One sec. Sorry. Hold on. Come on.
Very good.
Yeah, my wife's not here, so she'll sit out there and cry all day.
Right.
Brad Maddox Productions. She says, yes, that's pretty much what they are. They are Brad Maddox Productions, yeah. I think he's finally admitted it, though. I do think he finally admitted to a Brad Maddox joint. That guy, man, they just had fucking wild orgies going on in that place. Gangbangs, orgies.
And it's so funny, too, because, like, all the old timers are just complaining that all the motherfuckers do nowadays is play video games. It's like, well, not quite. I mean, there's still group sex, it's just less drug use.
Right. You know, they're just drinking water.
They're staying hydrated, well, gangbang people.
Yeah, they're drinking liquid IV back there instead of actually, something else in the IV. But yeah, luckily I am nowhere near those floods. But yeah, I can't even imagine what a lot of the people down there are going through. But yeah. Anyway, I guess we can get in the wrestling. Ow! What? I thought we were here. What do you want? You want up here? You want to say hi to everybody? You want to say hi? Here, say hi. Hello. Oh, that's my girl. Good girl. That's Rose. Okay, you can stay here if you want while I'm talking. All right. So I guess we can just go ahead and get into it. I'm not sure how long we're gonna be able to drag the show out for, but I'm sure we'll go off track 100 times. So we'll see. So, something we've talked about a little bit in the past few weeks. It's been kind of a topic that everyone has been buzzing about out there. Is the Netflix, I guess you could call it, docuseries, Unreal, the WWE Unreal, where they're supposedly going into the backstage of everything. Some people are pretty excited by it, ready to see it, but there's also some people who are not very happy to see it. Mainly Jake the Snake Roberts. He's really not happy to see it, actually. He was told about it, and on his podcast, on the Snake Pit, which I haven't listened to, but he didn't seem surprised that WWE would produce it. He said, like everything else, they make money with it. Might as well do that too. But as far as breaking kayfabe, which has already been broken, Jake doesn't think. It says that this is how the article says. Jake doesn't think the juice is worth the squeeze. He says, I think he said, oh no, yes, he said squeeze. He did. He did it. He done did it. Oh, shit. He said, we can't even play Avalanche for these people anymore. I feel so bad for everybody in the chat.
I have. Well, ideas? You could share. No, not that. I was going to say there's a video that I wanted to send you anyway that was something different. You were saying you could share, we could still watch like videos and shit from YouTube on here.
Maybe we'll try. Do you want to try? But yeah, we can really quick.
Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you in the private chat.
Okay, I'll take a look out for it. But Jake, as I was saying, he says, I think it's foolish. I don't think the product ever warrant enough money being made. As for the damage it'll do, kind of asked him to elaborate, but he didn't really. Sort of drifted off the subject. But I've seen a lot of people say that this is not good. It's horrible. This is not going to be good for the business. I don't know, man. I don't think this show is going to show anything that we didn't know was already going down behind the scenes, that we haven't heard, seen in Beyond the Mat or a ton of other um, documentaries we've already seen on what wrestling behind the scenes is like. I just don't. I think we're all going to be so disappointed by this that we're all just going to laugh and be like, we were worried about that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about this last week. It's not like they're going to show you anything that is like something that they don't want you to see. Everything is going to be very carefully curated and like fed through the prism of whatever narrative they're trying to put out there. Everything's going to make them look good. You're not really going to be seeing anything that's terribly interesting or compelling. I mean, it might be a thing or two here that is like kind of cool to see, but otherwise, it's basically just a fluff piece anyway. So it's not like it's going to be too shocking, titillating. But it's not surprising either, though, because he's an old school guy. And like coming up the way he came up, they're trained to protect the business and to let as little out as possible.
Yeah, I think they're going to give us a couple of little nuggets, nothing big, maybe something. But I mean, it's not like it was a hidden camera show. People can see there's a fucking camera there. They know how to act. And wait, we're supposed to completely get rid of our character in front of the camera. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I really don't.
Because everything's in the show is goofy, and it's just a way to make content for the network or for Netflix. I guess it is. So it's gonna be.
Did it already come out? Is it already?
I don't think so. Could be wrong, but I don't think so.
No. Or is she telling us that our show is goofy? That's fine too. I agree.
I mean, either way, yes.
I mean, I agree with that. That's not a problem.
Trino says, I quit watching wrestling the moment Iron Sheik and Duggan were busted the same part with cocaine, nonetheless.
Yeah. Childhood ruined. Hey, I don't know, man. I just, again, WWE is never going to give you what they don't want you to see. I don't think that it's going to be anything like that. I really don't. I don't think it's going to be. I think we're all going to be so disappointed in what's happening with this. Or everyone, they're not showing what they said they were. Of course they're not. I don't know what you sent me there, but that did not pull up.
She says cocaine and fellatio, which I guess is also related to Paige.
Otherwise known as wrestling in the 80s and 90s. Mostly the 80s.
Yeah, more things change and more they stay the same.
Yeah, they'll roll back to it one day.
Mm-hmm.
It's all cyclical, as they say. But yeah, I don't blame Jake for thinking this way. But again, well, he was right on the first one. If it makes money, they'll try anything, and I 100% agree with that. And I don't know. I just think it will. I just think that they're not gonna. We're not gonna see anything they don't want us to see. It's been edited. So trust me, folks, we're all going to be so disappointed. This is all shit we already knew. Wait for those comments to start coming out. We already knew all this. Remember when the Vince docu series came out, and what was the complaint? We already knew most of this.
Yeah, but I mean, that being said, a lot of people did like that documentary series. I mean, I thought it was.
It was a well-made documentary, but it wasn't much we didn't know. If anything, there was like one or two little nuggets in there and that's what we're going to get with this next docu-series, folks. I mean, what could they really do that we didn't know? What could they show you that we didn't already know? We know they have creative meetings. We saw those in Beyond the Mat with draws. We know they have cameras all over backstage because they put out all these after behind the scenes WrestleMania things and SummerSlam and everything else. So we know all that. We know there's Gorilla. They talk about it all the time. We know there's someone behind the Triple H back there talking to the talent. What can they really show you that would make you go, no clue? It's ruined. That's it. The whole aura is ruined. Is there really anything? I didn't realize this picture completely matches your picture. I didn't realize that. I'm sorry. The background of that literally I could blend you right into the background of this picture if I had the anyway.
My snake's not quite as big.
Why don't we just do that? Don't sell yourself short, kid. What are you doing, girl?
First it was one girl, then it was two girls, and it was two girls with toys. Now I just watch. Daughter hates me.
Anyway, yeah.
And speaking of Beyond the Mat,
anything that they could show you that you don't that would blow you away that you could think of? I mean,
I'm kind of not like it's ultimately everybody's choice whether they want to watch it or not. But I was kind of in the same boat of like, you don't really have to show us how you did it as soon as you get done doing it. Where it's like, oh, this angle we just did is really cool. I want to check out how we did it. And it's like, all right, but like I think you were saying last week that it's like nothing different than just like the extras on like a DVD for a movie of like, here's how we got this shot, or so on and so forth. Like you can avoid watching it. I think it's a little bit more of a problem when you're like purposely dropping terms or saying shit commentary during a show. Like
terms. IWC has ruined those fucking terms. What do they mean anymore? Heel, face. When they're saying them on TV, they're fucking useless, and there's no what is left to protect. Vince stood up there and told everyone it was sports entertainment. These are predetermined matches with actors, athletes as actors, and what? I don't know.
Well,
I just don't see any bombshells being dropped. Sorry.
Well, like the other day, like I was watching Dynamite, and of course they decided to treat me with another fucking Don Callis on commentary match, and he starts it off by saying that he's not going to talk to Excalibur, so he talks to people that draw money in the business. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, you could just say make money. Like it doesn't always have to be a fucking insider term. Like you don't have to just smack me in the face with what I'm watching is not real. I understand that. I'm trying to have good times there.
Habit. Oh man, my neck just popped. That's probably habit for them.
Or like when a wrestler is talking and they're like, I'm cutting a promo. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, really? Like I heard your promo last week. It's like no one talks like you could just say you were talking shit last week.
That's what most people would say. But no, they have to put what they were written down. So that's the way it's going to roll. But yeah, I really feel we're all going to be very disappointed by this. So, you know what? After it comes out, we'll watch a couple episodes and we'll go from there. We'll see what happens. But I got a feeling we're all going to be just disappointed, pissed off, and wondering where all the fuss was going. That's my opinion. Smark, we had a couple weeks ago, we had talked about the Real American Freestyle brand, and we were talking about we were going through some of the people on the roster. One of the people on that roster that we talked about was this guy, Ben Askren. Well, if you remember, he was the one that I knew I had heard his name. He was from Bellator. Well, Ben Askren is not doing so well. He has had a double lung transplant, and this is what Ben Askren is looking like now. He actually put out a little video. I wonder if I could play I could probably share the. Let me get rid of this and share. Oh, share screen. Here we go. Let's see if we can do it this way. I'm going to scroll down to this little. This is him here, and he did post a little message. Let's see. You can see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see if this will work. Let me just go up a little bit here.
What's up, guys? Have not given you an update in a while. Figured you deserve one. Whenever this is all the way over, I actually just read through my wife's journal because I don't remember anything from.
Can you hear the audio?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
May 28th to July 2. No recollection. Zero idea. No idea what happened. We'll kind of go through it all, and it's I just read through my wife's journal. It's like a movie. It's ridiculous. So I only died 4 times, right, where the ticker stopped for about 20 seconds. That's not ideal. As you know that. But I got the double lung transplant. I made it out to the other side of it, gaining quite a bit of strength. We're going to use everything again. I was actually on the scale yesterday, 147 pounds. I've been on 47 pounds since 15 years old. So I was like 50 pounds in a 45-day period. So man, that was a battle. Luckily, I don't remember most of it. And the thing that was most impactful to me was all the love I felt from everybody. And it was almost like I got to have my own funeral, right? I still remember 30 years ago when Dave Schultz died, and you listen to all these older people, recollect how much they enjoyed him, how much they loved him. And, obviously he never had to hear that. I'm sure some people have heard him. But, so man, the outpouring of love from the wrestling community was just amazing. It felt so good. And so, I'm more motivated than ever just to keep give back and do what I can and help out the best I can help out. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. It's been tough, not only on me, but my whole family and my close community. So I appreciate everything. Hope you guys appreciate the update. And like I said, sometime down the road, maybe Amy and I can detail everything a little more.
Wow. He was hospitalized after a staph infection led to pneumonia. And he had been put on a ventilator and everything, so they did the double lung transplant. And there you go. That was yesterday when he put that out. So, but like you said, he has no memory of May 28th, anywhere between May 28th and July 2nd. So that is a long time to have no memory of.
Mm-hmm.
And she kept a journal, so that's crazy though. Down to 147 pounds. I mean, when we were literally just talking about this guy a few weeks ago, not this right here. So, yeah, not good. Not good at all. But yeah, I just thought I'd play that. Like I said, we were just talking about him, so it was like, wow, I didn't know he was even sick, but apparently he has not been sick for that long, or he's been sick. Obviously, if he doesn't remember all those days, then he's been very sick for a while. So, listen, hope he recovers, and he definitely looked really shook up there. I'm sure this is a lot for him to process too, just kind of waking up from a double lung transplant just a couple of days ago. That can't be easy at all.
do feel like there's easier ways to get out of your contract than having your buns removed. Like, I wouldn't want to be a part of that fucking Real American promotion either, but oof.
Oh my God.
Brother went through it. She said we got a staph infection at the bar. All the hires to replace me suck.
Oh God, man. Yeah, but that's
that does have to be terrible. I mean, like you said, that's over a month of his life that just has no recollection. And like, imagine what it's going to be like to be, supporting him throughout that. It's going to be hard on her too.
Yeah, and I'm wondering what made his wife start keeping a journal of it. What triggered that? Like, what moment where she was like, he is just maybe he was manic and didn't know what he was doing. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But
and plus, I mean, you're going through a lot medically speaking anyway, and then to like sort of come through it on the other end and just presumably be like back in the green, doing better again, but then also having to be subject to like over a month-long story from a woman is like it's gonna be tragic. Because she left a bunch of details in there that had nothing to really do with anything and weren't super important. It's like, and then I went down to the cafeteria, and they didn't have Salisbury steak, and I wanted Salisbury steak.
May 29th, signed with Real American Freestyle Wrestling. I told him, what the fuck are you doing? And he didn't listen. I knew something was seriously wrong with him. Okay.
Shot him with an infected needle in his sleep to get him out of contract with Real American Wrestling.
Oh my God. Shit. No, I hope let's hope he has a good recovery. Obviously, I don't think he'll be holy shit. I'm sorry, folks. I've been up since 5:40 this morning. I think he's come to reality already that he's not going to be able to wrestle anymore. And you heard him saying, just so I can help get back to it and help out wherever I can.
Right.
So,
yeah. Trudy says, doesn't matter if you're dead. Touch your wife's journal at first and you're heading for the couch.
Yeah. Probably. But yeah, definitely hopefully he gets better. And hopefully we do see him helping out, training or doing something down the road. That'd be great. Hulk bitch ass probably won't even let him out of his contract, dumbass.
I was gonna say he's still gonna have to fucking compete anyway. He's still gonna be out here wrestling. What the fuck is that guy's name? The fucking guy that got fired from WWE a while back, the amateur wrestler, fucking Gable Stevenson. He's gonna be out there fighting now.
Oh, probably. Fucking craziness. Probably won't. Bischoff back there. I don't know. Well, controversy equals cash. Maybe we can sell 10 seats because of that.
But you're still in the contract, brother. We're gonna need you to wrestle the booty man.
You're gonna need to show up one way or the other, brother.
Looking really sorry.
We can wheel you down there.
Asshole.
Yeah, we can wheel you. We'll make a handicap section for you, brother. Come on.
Don't give them ideas. Like there's fucking wheelchair based basketball. I wouldn't put it past how can have wheelchair wrestling.
I don't know. That would be pretty crazy.
How you get the shoulders down would be a true mystery, but I'm sure they'd figure something.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of head injuries in that. Just bam,
just like the real
fall. CTE would be a bitch in that sport, dude. So, anyway, speaking of a bitch, what a bitch.
I'm looking at the photos here that could apply to any of these four people.
No, I swear that wasn't where oh my God, I'm way off on banners here. Wasn't where I was going with this.
You said what a bitch, and spoiler alert, I was looking right into.
No. No, the next picture is Becky and Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins. Their California beach home, folks, was broken into. Oh, way. Hours after the Monday night episode of Raw, TMZ reports that there was a burglary at the couple's home in Southern California. Suspects entered through the back entrance, and it looks like all they stole was some cash. This happened at about 3 a.m. And it says that Rollins was the one who actually made the 911 call, but they were in Rhode Island. So there's two things you could deduct from that. A, they have good security and it alerted him, or B, he was in on it.
Mm-hmm. It's an inside job.
It's an inside job, and Seth's the fucking culprit.
I can't play the X-Files music, but imagine the X-Files music.
You see that smirk on both their faces? Huh? They did it. They fucking knew.
That'd be pretty wild. I think that's probably the only wrestling fucking scandal that hasn't happened yet. I don't think anybody's committed insurance fraud that they've gotten caught.
Yeah, and I'm totally joking. Just so everybody knows, I am totally kidding. Yeah, does suck for them though. They were, just sitting there, and next thing you know, your phone fucking goes off, and you see these two guys breaking in your house. What do you do when you're so far away? All you can do is call the cops, and then hopefully they get the guy. They're probably never going to find the cash. I don't know why I'm sure they had more in there than just cash. But then again, they haven't been home, so they might not know what's missing yet.
Do you think they're going to get their airsoft rifle back?
I don't know. They may.
They also get a note about some weird Final Fantasy fucking 11 drama.
They walked in, they looked at his wardrobe and said, "Let's get the fuck out of here." This guy is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Look, take the cash. Nothing else in this house is worth a fucking thing. Let's leave. Cash is always king. Ain't it truth? Ain't it the truth? But yeah, at least they were able to call, and this is in Southern California, so I don't know. Good for them. But yeah, that would just suck. You're just sitting there and in Rhode Island, and you get an alert on your phone, and you're like, oh, good. Now I have a bunch of guys jumping in my house and breaking in through the back door. You never want to break in through the back door, folks. It's just not nice.
I'm trying to imagine the 911 call with Becky's double accent.
Well, they said Seth made the call.
He would have to. There's no other way about it.
Who is this? I'm Seth freaking Rollins.
Oh, he's calling in fucking gimmick voice too. He's doing the fucking pretend raspy voice, of course.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My name is Reth Solins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, she wants.
But
okay, I let you get out of here. Good girl.
But of course.
Yeah. My name is Reth Solins, and I think my friend's house got broken into. That'd be the call.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, I didn't really want to spend much time on that. Jesus Christ. Yeah,
Jesus,
horrible.
where you have less kids. I mean, that's true.
I mean, I guess.
In most instances, people have not gotten pregnant that way.
Most instances, right?
Not all, but most.
Right. Okay. So anyway, there was some a little bit of scuttlebutt on Tuesday night. Yeah, there was some scuttlebutt. After NXT, There was a little bit. Wednesday morning, Corey Hayes of bodyslam.net had noticed that Shayna Baszler was not only spotted at NXT, but was actually the producer for the Kalani Jordan match against Laney Reed, and also had something a little bit to do helping out with the Chris Gerard, which used to be Oni Lorcan. Well, no, I'm sorry. Oni Lorcan is a producer back there right now. She was following him around, shadowing him. Well, Fightful put out another report that they had learned this and learned that. Well, folks, let me tell you something. Shayna Baszler put out actually what was going on there. I don't think she wanted to let everyone think that she was hired back by WWE. So she said she confirmed she was recently there, but clarified that her role was minimal. She said, I happen to be at the WWE PC working with people, so please, the dirt sheets are usually wrong, so do not believe stuff, she explained. She was sitting on the headset to learn, inspired by Daniel Bryan. He learned a lot, so I figured during times when I was home, I would go to NXT and I would sit on the headset. It helps you understand the TV part of wrestling. I didn't know you could do this after you were fired. She emphasized it wasn't anything more. I happen to sit on headset. That's it. That's literally all that happened, guys. As for her future, she says anything is possible. I still think I have some stories to tell. Is it a possibility? Sure, but she remains under contract for now, still for 90 days. So she's still under her 90-day contract, but she is considering Japan, and she does want to go back and work with some people in Japan. So there you go. She said all that on her Twitch. So I guess basically she was just back there to learn. But someone was saying that the credits actually had her name on it. I don't know that. I didn't watch, so I can't confirm nor deny. But it's funny, all these dirt sheets jumped right up in there, and she was like, "No, don't believe that shit."
Likely story. I think you're actually starting to add some context to the last one, that story you're talking about. It's like somebody broke into Seth's Florida beach home, and Sheamus is hanging out in Florida at the Performance Center.
And very, very. She has a shirt that says "killed," adjective, violence, noun, and it has something else underneath it. But yeah, this was right off of her Twitch video. This picture I'm showing here that I can go ahead and take off. But yeah, so everyone jumped to say that, oh, she's a producer. A lot of people were like, oh, good, she's hired back. No.
True says this dude should have just shaved said ball.
She might look more womanly like that, believe it or not.
Yeah, kind of. Rocking like the Sinead O'Connor shit.
She had absolutely zero makeup on either. Zero. You can tell.
You don't say.
Yep, I do say. But yeah, that's it's just funny. Like I said, all the dirt sheets were doing that. Everyone's like, oh my God, she's back working again. Thank God. Fightful clarified what she was doing there. Bodyslam.net did. And then she's like, no, don't believe any of that bullshit. Don't believe it.
Don't believe the hype. It's public enemy.
So I guess if you're still under your 90-day, you're allowed to go do stuff like that.
I mean, it's kind of a cool use of the 90-day clause of it, just sitting at home trying to figure out a way to better your career, whatever, make yourself more versatile to wherever you go next.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's definitely a better thing to do than just, like you said, sitting around wait for Wait for all the other contract shit to run out and then just be done with it. I agree.
Hang out at the performance center, go to like the warehouse, figure out as much like free shit you can get to sell.
There you go. Look for those WCW gems in there.
Mm-hmm. Wait until a wrestler dies and then sell forged autographs on Facebook. I mean, that's not that anybody would do such a thing.
Nah, I think someone's got that market cornered.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fine way to make money.
Fine way to make money, sir. Indeed, it is a fine way to make money, sir. Way to make money, exactly. A fine way to make money, indeed, as we said. Anyway, man, we're burning through these way quicker than I thought we were gonna.
I got another thing at the end, or before we get to the last thing, so it'll be all good.
Yeah, I tried to pull that video up. It didn't pull up. It took me to a studio.
Yeah, I think I linked you wrong. What I could do if you want, since we're like transitioning anyway, just go ahead and hit it now. I'll just share my screen. I can play the video since you played.
Go for it.
So tomorrow is
Friday.
I love you. Tomorrow is only a tale. Anyways, tomorrow, music appropriately enough. Tomorrow they're putting out the new Tony Hawk remake. It's 3 and 4. Tony Hawk 3 and Tony Hawk 4. They did 1 and 2 a couple of years ago. They loved it, right? So they're putting that out tomorrow. I guess if you pre-ordered, you already have access to it, but it's coming out for Game Pass tomorrow. It's coming out. You can get it tomorrow if you don't already pre-ordered it. So since we're mad at StreamYard anyway, and we're mad at YouTube, we'll probably get a copyright strike for this, but I think one of the things that makes that game so good was like the fucking soundtrack was incredible for like all of those games, right? There's a lot of really good songs. So let's fucking, I'm gonna go ahead and bring this up here real quick. We can stroll down memory lane, if you will. Play.
Oh, Jesus. My dogs are tearing the house up. Don't play too much music.
Oh no! I found a video. Like it's a very small clip, so it shouldn't be a problem. But it's just some of the better songs from the Tony Hawk. Can you see? We good here?
Yeah.
All right. Can you hear?
Wait.
Yes.
No. I don't think
that is a problem.
Yeah, I don't think it was your problem. I think we're just having some weird sound issues tonight, this thing. Hey, there we are. Look. Wee-hoo.
Well, that's no good.
No bueno. No bueno, sir. Were you trying to post it again?
I can do that. Or
I can send me the link again. Try to send me the link again. We'll try it. I'll try to share it, see if it happens or if it works. Okay. Doesn't look like you're down or anything, so you should be all right. There we go. Kids are out in the kitchen just tearing it up out there.
Hold on a minute. I think that I found a back door to this situation.
Oh no, we already got enough back doors, Smark. What are you doing? Pro Skater 3.
Does that work?
Oh, I heard that.
All right, let's do it. Here we go.
Let's go. The ball is done. You're going through a tight one. We are science. Yes, in our lab, looking through the microscope. The little glass sides, they never lie. It's a never no field. Burns everything. Time to be scared.
It's lagging so bad.
Well, that was the gist of it, though. There's some really good songs on there.
There was all those games had a badass soundtrack. There was a bike game that had a great soundtrack. There was a GTA 5, all the GTAs, GTA 5, man. There's so much in the music in there and all the channels and the games, but fucking crazy, man. Fucking crazy though. But those games were badass. I loved playing those. I need to get those.
Indeed.
I do.
Indeed, you do.
I need to get a couple of those games. Probably I wouldn't mind getting 1 and 2.
I already have it. It's good. It's a pretty good recreation of like the first 2 games. Pretty much everything
a lot of places
there is there.
A lot of places around here have stopped carrying PS4 games.
You kind of had to hit it at the right time because it becomes this weird situation of like when they have, they switch from one console to the next one, the newest one. You'll get the games for cheap for a little while, and then suddenly they become collector's items and become triple the price, and you can't get them in stores. So it's like you got to be. It's a delicate balance.
Yeah, I did find one area out near me in Longview that within a mile of each other, though, there are 3 used game stores and a GameStop. So might go take a look. I might go jump out there tomorrow. I've been thinking about getting a new game to play. I'm actually playing. I actually restarted GTA 5 the other day.
Yeah, you were saying you were thinking about it.
I was, so I decided to do it. Rockstar Games. Man, do you know how much money they probably spent just on song licensing for that fucking GTA 5? Oh my God. Ridiculous what they probably spent just in licensing for that shit. All the songs they have on that game. I mean, one of my favorites to listen to a GTA 5 is the talk radio, especially Blaine County. Danny McBride is one of the hosts of one of the shows there. He's called Beyond Insemination. It's about animal husbandry. And animal husbandry and man shit. Man shit. It's hilarious. I mean, Danny McBride is hilarious anyway, but you can tell he was throwing in a lot of his own lines there in that thing. But there's some good stuff on there. And the rock station is awesome. They have another little like pop 90s station, 80s and 90s. It's fucking pretty good, man. Pretty good.
I'm looking through it. There is a lot of songs on here. I was going to read some of them, but fuck, there's like 800 of these.
Yeah, because they have a bunch of different stations.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I mean, I played the game before. I just
couldn't
remember the soundtracks because I was just looking through some of it. Because True North was saying that FU Rockstar Games were removing songs from the GTA games. I hadn't heard about that. I didn't know they were doing that. I mean, I guess they had they did the remastered version of Grand Theft Auto 3 and San Andreas, or no, Vice City and San Andreas. Oh no, all 3 of them. They did all 3. They did San Andreas and Vice City. They put out a remaster a couple of years ago. Everybody loved it.
Cheech has gone old school. He's going back to SmackDown vs. Raw 07 on the PS2.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, dude. I have 3 PS2s still. 3 of them.
I was telling you about it last week. I downloaded emulator. I've been going through and playing some of the old games that I've had. Like, I was going to use it as an opportunity to play games I never got to play, but it's just me playing the shit that I actually did own and have as a kid. So I'm not even trying new games. I'm just going back and playing all the old ones. I've been playing a lot of the Tony Hawk games.
Yeah, like I said, I have the JNES emulator, which is I have 10,000 Nintendo games.
What's funny about doing shit like that, because like I said, I've been playing the old Tony Hawk games. I've been playing San Andreas at the moment too. It's like playing them now. It's like, man, I was a lot better at this shit when I was a kid. But then I think about it, it's like I was not. I was just using cheat codes. Like, I'm not using cheat codes now. That's why I suck.
Why not?
I don't really know, honestly. There's nothing stopping me from doing it, so I could totally use them. I just want to try to beat them legitimately just to see what it's like.
No. I'm using cheat codes for this one. I've played without cheat codes before. No, I'm okay. I'm going to go ahead and just, 1999 turtle, max health, max armor. Good, let's do this.
I see. I never beat him without the cheat codes. I don't think I beat San Andreas at all.
I have. I've beaten all the games. I have not 100%ed GTA 5, but my highest percentage I think I have is like 83. What I need to do is you need to do at least 25 of the jumps, the stunt jumps, and I think I've done like 10, not even 10. I think I've done like 7. So if I went through and did some of those, it might even bump me up, but then I got to go through and figure out which ones I did and haven't done. There's not really a map online. The best way to get the map is to do it in the game, take a picture of it.
I mean, there's YouTube videos, but then you just have to you spend 3 hours watching one fucking YouTube video.
Yeah, trying to find a couple, one location. I have to stop it and go back and stop it and go back. So,
speaking of animal husbandry, shout out to Charlie. Brother's out here hanging and banging somewhere. I'm not sure. I think he's on the couch.
Yeah. My dog left. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. So, let's go ahead, and I guess we can go ahead and move on here. We've only got a few things left here, news to talk about. So, Tony Khan, this is from Yahoo Sports. They posted this WrestleZone article. And Tony Khan was asked, he was speaking to WFAA, which I believe is a television company. And he was talking about that. I guess there have been some rumors of Collision moving to Thursdays, but no confirmation yet. But they asked him the possibility of launching a third weekly show. And of course, Tony says, and I quote, "Great question there. I think we've done a great job in 2025 focusing now on the 2 primary AEW shows that we're doing, which are Wednesday Night Dynamite and Saturday Night Collision. Although in Garland next week, not far from me, Saturday Night Collision is actually going to move to Thursday. It did this week. We've had some great experience doing these collisions on Thursday nights. There's always potential to expand the AEW programming calendar right now. Things have worked really well with Dynamite and Collision. But as we're having a great year, it's always something to consider. There's definitely an opportunity to continue growing following the AEW media rights, continuing to grow and develop new platforms for AEW. But certainly in 2025, right now, we're feeling great about Wednesday Night Dynamite and Saturday Night Collision as the primary TV shows today." Oh, God, please, not a third show.
I mean, is it really that bad? We only talk about the one anyway. We're only going to stay talking.
Well,
they could have as many goddamn shows as they want. I'm not watching one every Wednesday, and that's it.
Well, here's the thing. He had a third show. It was called Rampage. It was canceled. I mean, this has been done, over. It was done. It's over.
Well, the problem, because they had Rampage, and even before that, they had Dark and then Dark Elevation. So they had 3 shows almost consistently for the better half of the last 5 years, I guess, right?
Well, but I mean, those were YouTube shows. I will give it that. They weren't on, they didn't have television deals. Rampage had a television deal. It was on television.
Sure,
and they stopped showing it on television, which means he had 3 shows that didn't work. So no.
I think the problem with a third show is the same problem with the second show, is that as many people as they have on the roster, they stick with using the same handful of people. Just as an example, Kyle Fletcher was on Dynamite yesterday. He was on Collision last Saturday. So it's just used this, or I guess it was Thursday. I don't remember. They keep switching back and forth. But anyways, you just keep switching. You keep using the same people over and over again. You have a bunch of people that fans want to see, but you don't use them. You could use them on Collision. Like, I'm not saying straight up have a roster split, but like make it known that if you want to see this person, that person, whatever, that they're going to be on Collision or that they're going to be on Dynamite.
But they never stick with it. They never. They won't, because they want to push this person, so they have to be on every show. MJF has to be on every show. This one has to be on every show. Just like you said in the beginning, and you were right, they won't ever stick with a brand split. I don't think Tony would ever do that.
Right. Well, yeah, I'm not even saying to have a brand split exactly. I'm just saying, like, some of the people that you're not currently using, you can feature them on Ramp. Like, I think he might have medical issues, but like, just as an example, like Keith Lee, you could use on Rampage. Like, they got rid of fucking Abaddon. They could use Abaddon on Rampage. They could use people that make the shows feel different. You could still have like some of the big people, the people that are like your champions, your world champion, tag team champions, whatever. You still have them go back and forth, but you just have people on there so that it feels like a different show than Dynamite.
Yeah, and that's what it was supposed to be used for. That's what they had said these two shows, Rampage and Collision, were going to be used for, to focus on some of the other wrestlers that weren't on these shows. But that's not what it is. That's not what it ever has been. So, I don't know. I mean, he could have been putting more ROH on Collision. When people were bitching about it, I think it's funny, everyone was bitching that he get this ROH shit off my TV. And not all I keep hearing now is, where's Athena? Where's Athena? She's ROH champion. Why didn't she on my TV? Because y'all bitched about it for a fucking 6 months. Jesus Christ. Sometimes you fucking watch what you wish for, because you just might get it. Fuck you then. I'll take all the fucking ROH off there.
Some of that, to be devil's advocate, some of the complaining, I remember it being that there was just way too many fucking titles. Because like there's one pay-per-view, I think it might have been All In or one of the shows like a year or two ago, where like every match was a title match, and it was still like a fucking 14 match card, and there was still like a title or two that wasn't on the pay-per-view, and it was like just fucking bonkers. So like I think that was some of the complaint, was it was just like if every match on the show was a title match, it doesn't feel important. Like none of them feel important.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I am so sorry, folks. It's been a long day. I had to go all the way to Dallas today. I've been in a car for like 7 hours today. So, but now, yeah.
The real question here is true no ask: do they make enough cocaine for Tony to write and produce a third show?
Oh, fuck yeah, they do. Hell yeah. Go see Tony Montana get some of the yayo.
I mean, you just got to be careful.
Sorry, I shouldn't have done that, should I?
Well, no, I mean, you got a good point. They do operate out of Florida, so you have good access to cocaine. You just have to be careful. You got tariffs, you got fucking fentanyl as a thing, so he's up in the chance of a fentanyl. And so that's not great.
I don't think any of the tariffs have kicked in yet, but okay.
Well, I mean, you got tariffs, they're getting rid of Latino people, so it's like it's gonna be harder to procure more cocaine. It's a logistical issue, I think.
Trust me, there's plenty of white boys out there cooking cocaine.
Fair enough.
I'm sure of it.
But then that becomes like a Taco Bell situation where it still might be good, but it's inauthentic, and you don't enjoy it quite as much. That's the real thing.
And when I said white boys cooking cocaine, I meant the government. Oh shit.
No, do you think government crack would be better or worse than government cheese?
Probably better. Probably a lot better. Probably so addictive you'd be mid-hit walking back for more.
If I could high fructose corn syrup and red dye number 40 in the cocaine.
Oh, damn right. They put all that. They got to send that red dye 40 somewhere. Red dye number 5.
The fucking bringing back Aftershock. Did you know that? That breaks my heart. I just recently learned that it's been discontinued, and it has been just discontinued for the last like 10 years.
Wow, I didn't know that. I mean, I know I had never seen it in the stores again. I mean, I still see Goldschlager, but it's been a long time. That's probably why, since I've seen Aftershock, and that stuff.
They got rid of. I'm sorry.
No, that stuff was rough.
I loved it. It was great because I mean it was like a fucking headache waiting to happen because it had all the sugar, but it was high proof. It was basically high proof schnapps, and you got candy afterwards. Like you could hurt yourself badly if you weren't careful trying to get that candy because you start like trying to eat glass. That becomes a weird shit. But fucking it's great. You get candy after you drink the booze.
Yeah, you're not really supposed to eat that stuff. But anyway,
I was already fucking just drowning my insides in fucking shitty liquor. So it's not like eating some unsavory candy was an issue. Speaking of which, they also, I think it's just Bacardi, but they discontinued the 151 rum.
Really?
Bacardi did for sure. I think you could still get 151 rum in like other brands, companies, whatever.
Brands. Okay.
Really? Like all the shit I drank, that kind of makes me scared now that I think about it. It's like all the shit I drank when I was in my early 20s is now discontinued. So that's like,
yeah. Flaming Dr. Peppers, 151 and a beer. Drop it in.
Mm-hmm.
I used to do those. Light the Dr. Pepper on fire, drop the beer, and drink it. I used to do those all the time. I think that's all that is.
More likely to try government crack a second time than I would government cheese. The second time, oh.
Government grown weed is not as strong. Well, that's because there's a reason for that one. They don't want to. There's a regulation.
Goldschlager's still in existence.
I like me some Goldschlager.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I like me some Goldschlager. It ain't bad. I've had a couple. I've had it come up a couple times, and it burns worse going back up. I've had some bad nights on Goldschlager. Bad nights. One night I was driving, and I had a bottle in the car, and for some reason I just decided to pop it open and take it to the head. Go, 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 go. I was about 10 minutes from home. I barely made it home. Went in, and if I remember correctly, I just went in my shower and just had a very small bathroom and it was fine, but it was a bad night. Bad night. No, but I've drank Goldschlager. But I've had Goldschlager since.
I don't mind some Goldschlager.
Where'd that big thing go? How'd that get up there?
Just a disclaimer.
Yeah, I mean, no, I know it was illegal. It was stupid. I don't know why I did it. I was stupid and in high school.
That's a double illegality.
Listen. It was, and I was stupid, and I would never do it now. I have kids, and I'm older, and I know how bad it was. How did you do that? Make it that big?
It's mainly genetics, my friend.
No, but he's right. Smart's right. It is very illegal for me to do. And I didn't, I figured it would. I figured it wouldn't hit me until I got home. It hit me about a quarter mile from the house. It started to really kick in. Kick right in. And it was rough. It was rough. What's up, Norab? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so, I get it because like you were saying, you were in high school, which is a weird place to be when you're 21, which is where you were in the story. Again, I could understand just being a kid, you would think that way. But like, fucking, you're saying you shotgun the whole fucking bottle with what was it, fucking?
Not the whole bottle, about half the bottle.
That's still going to be good enough. I mean, at somebody your size and weight. I mean,
well, and that was also I was much skinnier back then. And remember, that was when Goldschlager was the real Goldschlager, not this pussy Goldschlager that's out there now. Goldschlager used to be like 107 proof, everybody. It was, they had to back that shit off. No, I have not seen Collision. We're doing this.
As well. Actually, you know what? Let's just go back. All is not well. They fucking StreamYard ruined everything. We can't play drops anymore.
StreamYard came in here and fucking took a goddamn bulldozer to this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfuckers, you're going to pay. You are going to pay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they said to us.
We'll send that fucking Armando Alejandro dude to your corporate headquarters. We have not seen Collision, as you mentioned. He says there's a bit of Hugsy and Conan news. One fucking drop it on us, brother, man.
Oh, we got plenty of alternatives here we can use.
Truno said, how did that get so big? Is it time for a Blue Chew interview?
Yes, that was the whole big part was just rumor and innuendo. I'm sorry. You ever notice my Conrad? You ever notice my Conrad and my Chrysler are the same thing?
I mean, living in the South, there's actually a lot of people that do sound like that. It is an absolute delight to hear it every single time. Although I will say, now that I'm thinking about it, having Conrad do ads for Blue Chew is fucking genius if you think about it. Because if you're implying that there's a product good enough for him to both feel it and see it, I would want to try it too. Nora says the WWE 2K25 game has been broken by the new update. The fucking DLC with like Abyss and random NBA players.
Oh damn! And it fucked up the game. That wouldn't surprise me. Not one bit.
I mean, I'm not sure if you means that's the update or if it's a different update that's not related. Because they had the DLC come out like a week or two ago with the fucking, I forget what they were calling it, but there's like Abyss. I got Tyrese Halliburton, a couple other people I forget.
Huh. That's cool.
So Conan reveals that Tony Khan cried to him over Hugsy using the thumbnails. I don't believe this already. I mean, I believe he said that, but I don't believe that's what happened. Conan reveals that Tony Khan cried to him over Hugsy using the thumbnails of the videos when Tony and Conan were working together.
Tony and Conan were together? Oh my god. Oh, working together. Okay, that's not okay. That came out wrong. Sorry.
Well, I mean, if he was crying, you never know. Tony also cried about the comments Hugsy made using the Conan channel on YouTube.
Yeah. Cool. Anyway.
I don't know how recent it is, but I saw like just the headline of the video, like the recommended while looking at YouTube. Conan explains the real reason why he fired Teddy Hart. And I was like, because he's fucking Teddy Hart. Why do I need to spend 12 minutes watching this video? Like, you fired him because he's Teddy Hart. Like, you don't have to, there's no real reason. It's like he did some Teddy Hart shit.
Hold on here. Can I add something to that? I'm trying to see. Maybe they moved it over to here. No, that's not working. Ooh. Hold on. Let me get it out of here. Okay. Because I know they added these scenes over here. I was wondering if maybe that's where you need to put them now, but that's not the way it's working.
No. I mean, you can share videos, but as we experience, it's fucking laggy as shit.
Yeah. I was trying to see. But yeah, no big deal. We'll work it out.
Update today with the Bray Wyatt content. It deleted all the tattoos on creator wrestlers and any images imported as well. Yeah. Really? That makes sense. I saw some guy that makes creator wrestlers whining about WWE 2K on YouTube, but I didn't bother doing any further investigations on that.
Well, now you know why. But there's plenty of alternatives to this StreamYard thing, Smark. We're going to be just fine. Oh yeah, plenty. All right, we'll take a look later. But anyway, so I guess we can start talking a little bit about All In, because like we always, as we usually do, we talk about All In, and also, can't pull it up. Sorry.
Now,
as we usually
I know
do,
you just got here, but it's like nearly impossible to copy and paste the link anyway, and they're fucking making it impossible for us to show videos on StreamYard now. So we can't even play the shit that we already have.
SOL. SOL.
I have not hit the ooh ah ah button once. There's no jizz everywhere button. It's a sad day.
Yeah, horrible. Couldn't play our intro. Couldn't even
get him out of here. He's got AIDS.
Couldn't even play the intro. Anywho, folks, if you were wondering, and I know all of you were, I know everyone was going, it's a pay-per-view for AEW. Where is Big Boom AJ? Well, don't you worry, folks. Don't you worry. He will be wrestling one of the Callis family on the kickoff, Mark. Okay. So it's the kickoff show. But he is going to have Big Justice and the Rizzler at his side. I think, is he from here?
I think he's from like New York. No, it's just Scott Stanford left the WWE. I'll miss him. Seems like a great guy after 15 years.
Well, he's going to be in Texas, folks. He's going to be in Arlington. So if you were wondering, because I know you were, I know everyone was going, where is Big Boom AJ and the Rizzler?
The sad part is that you're being facetious, but I've actually seen fucking more than one, which is alarming, tweets saying that they wanted to see him on the show, talking about how good of a wrestler and promo he is, and I wanted to throw up every time.
There really is someone for everyone's. That is what they say. There is someone for everyone.
I feel like we're getting to the point now where I think they should just cancel wrestling just as a whole, because fucking Big Boom AJ is working his like 4th or 5th fucking AEW pre-show match, and there's an article talking about Jelly Roll training for like SummerSlam. Like, we've gone too far. Wrestling has jumped the shark. It's over.
Yeah. Of who? Training?
Jelly Roll, the large, fat country music rapper guy, gentleman.
And now I think the situation is trying to get himself involved in some bullshit in WWE. Yes, the situation, Mike the Situation from Jersey Shore.
That is the funniest shit in the world to me, is like they do the whole like LFG show, and they did on Tough Enough too, where they make it seem like, you can't just waltz into the fucking WWE. You have to work hard and earn it and pay your dues. It's a tough business and all this bullshit. And then they have like fucking, like you said, Jelly Roll at the Situation on fucking pay-per-view. It's like, no, you don't. There's no prestige to hold. Like, you're ruining it. This bullshit.
Yeah. Actually, Nora, him and JWoww. Actually, it was Robbie and JWoww that were on TNA.
Yeah.
JWoww actually wasn't bad. JWoww was hot. She was not bad. And we all know Snooki was on WrestleMania. Didn't do so bad either. Yep, Snooki was on WWE. Exactly.
Imagine how many people, like even just people that have worked for that company, never got to be at WrestleMania. Snooki got to be on WrestleMania.
Snooki has been on WrestleMania. Snooki was on WrestleMania, and she did pretty good. She did a little back handspring thing.
So apparently, the fucking AJ guy is from Colts Neck Township, New Jersey. Or just New Jersey. The son is from Colts Neck Township. I don't know if the dad is from Colts Neck Township.
Close enough. Close enough. Jay-Z. All right. Well, he's coming to Texas. The old Jersey boy coming to Texas. So, all right. Well, I guess we can start talking a little bit about All In more, since we just talked a little bit about it. And we can actually, luckily, we can still at least show pictures on this goddamn thing. That's a good thing. So we can at least talk about All In here. Let's see how that shows up. That's pretty good, actually. I can see that. Yeah, I just decided to cut out a picture this time. It was easier to do. Just screenshot the fucking thing. So let's start down here at the bottom, guys. What do you say? Match 8. We'll start down there at the bottom. We've got the Hurt Syndicate. And it's going to be Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin versus Jet Speed, Kevin Knight, and Speedball Mike Bailey versus the Patriarchy. This is a 3-way tag matches for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. Now, on Dynamite, I thought these guys had a pretty fucking good... We actually saw a little more Christian than we have in a while. And I thought these guys had a pretty good beatdown. Jet Speed put it to the Hurt Syndicate for a while there.
They didn't get their ass kicked for once.
For once, they finally got a little bit of their comeuppance, which tells you they're probably going to get their ass whipped on fucking Saturday.
It's not so cut and dry now, because I feel like making it a triple threat and said the titles could change without them losing, which I feel like is probably the best way to get the titles off them if that's what they want to do.
Yeah, that could. But I see the Hurt Syndicate holding these titles. I don't think anybody's taking it from them. I wouldn't mind seeing the Patriarchy, but they have got to start breaking this away so they can start the Christian and Edge reunitement.
That is also the problem. Is like they added the Patriarchy in there, like potentially for the idea that you could have them get pinned and then they lose or whatever. Hurt Syndicate doesn't have to lose. But now I just want to see the Patriarchy win. Like, I still don't want to see Jet Speed win because they got their asses kicked for a solid month. So it's like, cool, it'd be nice if the Patriarchy won. That's kind of neat. They came out and fucking, like you said, beat the shit out of the Hurt Syndicate.
Mm-hmm. They did, which makes me think the Hurt Syndicate's going to beat the shit out of them, and probably that's who's going to get pinned.
Yeah, probably.
Probably. So I definitely see the Hurt Syndicate retaining here. You sticking with that too? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go Hurt Syndicate.
All right. Next match is for the AEW TNT Championship. We are looking at Adam Cole versus Kyle Fletcher. Yeah, Stone Cold's cousin, Adam Cole. Mm-hmm. Kyle Fletcher, it was hilarious. He came out right after Mercedes, and literally, well, it was not right after. He came out actually. Mercedes came out, and then there was the Moxley promo, and then he came out, and it looked like he just borrowed Mercedes glasses when he came to the ring. They were the same glasses, but a little, but they were pink. And Adam Cole had a pretty good segment also on Dynamite, but I see Cole retaining here too. I don't think Kyle Fletcher's ready to get a title put on him yet. I mean, unless there's a little fuckery, I don't see it. I think Cole is retaining.
No, I think Fletcher's winning. They've been pushing him hard. Okay. Cole hasn't really been doing much of anything other than just hanging out with Roderick Strong, which isn't really anything to be proud of.
That's horrible in its own right.
That's true. She says JWoww is engaged to Zach Layton, who was in AEW, but I think he got released, so he must have really released. So.
Yeah, probably. I think he was one of those darker, one of those guys. Oh, FTR and Outrunners are having a match. I didn't know that got made because I didn't know that. I thought they just had a match on Collision. Excuse me.
They have a match on Collision. They're having it. I think they had a match on Collision again tonight. It was an 8-man.
Yeah, I thought there was tonight too. So this was a pretty cool segment on the show last night. We had Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay going to be going up against the Young Bucks. And now this is a tag team match. Now, remember, if Swerve and Ospreay lose, they cannot challenge for the AEW World Championship for 1 year. If the Bucks lose, they'll be stripped of their executive vice president titles. I really don't see the Bucks losing those EVP titles. I don't see it happening, but I also don't know why they would do this stipulation. The stipulation actually made it a little more challenging because both of these are a little ridiculous. Where do you go if the Young Bucks are no longer EVPs? Although Swerve did take out the Founding Fathers limo. So that was really cool. He took it out with the big front loader. Excavator. I think that's what they call those.
It was still very satisfying, but like I asked you where you thought it was going to get destroyed last week. It's like that was tailor made. Like they set that up so that it could be destroyed.
Yeah, and I didn't think so. I think I said no, and I was totally wrong. I was totally wrong.
Somebody, because they dedicated like an entire, like I think maybe 2 segments of TV time with that. Like somebody's got to destroy that. I didn't think it'd be so soon, but it was so cool to see it.
No, I didn't either. But yeah, they did. They did. But I'll tell you, I think the only good outcome is Ospreay and Swerve winning. EVPs take a break. They'll find a fucking loophole and come back eventually. I know they just came back, but that's what I say.
It's very interesting because there's this match, there's the women's title match, and then there's the men's world title match. Where like depending on how this breaks, you could have yourself a very like dark timeline, just like shit that would make the internet very, very upset. And I like would almost want to see it happen just so I could see the chaos online, just people bitching and complaining endlessly. The Young Bucks thing though, the EVP title, like that could just be for the sake of on television. Like you could have them lose and then there's still EVPs behind the scenes, or they could just be done with the EVP shit and just want to get rid of, like not have that responsibility. So like there's a multitude of ways that could shake up with that. I think I am going to go with Swerve and Ospreay though, just for the sake of like those are 2 really big high profile guys that you would eliminate from challenging for the world title. That seems like that's not something that I want to do. But like the counter argument to that is you could very easily have a couple of world title feuds go for 2 months, 3 months, and then you're really only looking at like I don't know a handful, 5, 6 challengers maybe, versus you don't necessarily need them to challenge for the titles, especially because Swerve already is world champion. But
true,
I think I'm gonna go Swerve and Ospreay.
All right, cool. So we now have the women's casino gauntlet matches for a future AEW Women's World Championship match. We don't know. We don't really need to predict this one because all we know right now is Chris Statlander and Megan Bain will be the first and second entrants. And that's all we really know for this match. So we don't need to do any predictions for this one. In the men's match, though, and the women did have a good match with Megan Bain winning. And oh man, I did want to mention something. Thekla looked like a midget compared to Queen Aminata because she is tiny. That made me like her even more.
Yeah. I mean, she is tiny, but she carries herself like a badass, and that's what's important. Like, and it's just, especially with the women's division, it's not such a huge discrepancy between most of their heights.
Oh yeah, but she's pretty jacked. But she had a picture of her by the pool drinking a White Claw, which took off a few points from me. But anyway,
you got to know how to pander to the management. That's what all that was.
There you go. Look, Tony, a White Claw, your favorite flavor. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we don't have to do anything with that, but they had a good match. But yeah, I noticed that. Then we have the men's gauntlet match. This is for a same thing, future world championship match. Right now, we know MJF and Mark Briscoe will be the first and second entrants. And man, I thought it was a good segment they had on Dynamite, but I thought it went too long. I don't think Mark Briscoe needed to talk that long. Eventually it sounded like he was just rambling. I know it wasn't meant to sound that way, but you were kind of like, all right, they really should have found a shorter route for him to take there, because it was too long. Not that he fucked up, not that he didn't. I mean, the only one that fucked up was fucking Mercedes, and the crowd didn't let her forget it.
Multiple times, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. So I don't know, but I liked what they were saying. I just thought it could have been a little shorter, and I liked the outcome. But again, I still think saying anything about Jay is low hanging fruit, and I get it. That's MJF's character, but at some point, it's just, is it worth it? I don't think so. I don't think it is, but that's just my opinion. I mean, I get it, but we also have Bandito, Brody King, Mystico, and Ricochet as entrants into this match. And again, we don't need to do any predictions on this.
I will say, because there's more men than women. Like, you don't have to if you don't want to. That's cool. But I will say, I do think MJF's probably going to win this.
I think it's either going to be MJF or Ricochet. One of the two.
Yeah.
I do think it's going to be one of the two. I think Mark Briscoe is going to go pretty far in the match, and then he's going to get pinned, and it's going to be a shock to everybody, and everyone's going to boo. And
well, he doesn't even need to get pinned, because it's just whoever gets the first fall wins. That's the whole thing of like.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Because they were saying like Brody King's announced for the match, but he might not even get out there. Like, I like that they've been doing that, where it's like, okay, here's the people that theoretically could be in the match, but the match could end at any time, so we don't.
You're right. I didn't think about that, but I don't know. I would love to see Mark Briscoe get it. And man, that when Renee was talking back there, and Mark Briscoe just runs up to the mic when Thekla and Queen Aminata are back there fighting, and her reaction, she was it was the most. She's so hot. Just her reaction was so adorable. I loved it. I loved every moment of it.
Do like the idea of using Mark Briscoe, and I think they already done this before, but like using Mark Briscoe to like pitch hit for people who can't cut promos. I think that was the whole point of that stable that he was in with like Kyle O'Reilly and all of them.
Like agglomeration.
Yeah, like if you just put Mark Briscoe in that Mercedes Moné segment instead of her, like you just have her
much better.
You just have fucking Mark Briscoe cut the promo on Mercedes' behalf. Like, she just calls a timeout. He just like rolls into the ring. Still the same talking points. It's just delivered by Mark instead of Mercedes. Nora wants to know what happened to Jack Swagger. Do you think Jack Swagger's gonna be one of the participants? He got fired, but do you think he's coming back?
No, I don't.
All right, cool. He got really drunk on election night and posted a lot of tweets that will probably not get him rehired.
Probably not AEW hired. Might get him back in WWE. Probably not going to get him AEW hired.
Do you think?
And is Chris Jericho coming back at the Gauntlet match? No, I don't think so. Chris Jericho had a tour. I think he was going to be out for a while. Thekla's build is 5'1". So hot.
I like how he said build. Like he's following along with my theory of build equals 2 inches shorter than actual.
Oh God, she's just a cute little jacked thing. I love it.
That is funny though, because as soon as I knew that she was coming to AEW, my first thought was Box is going to love her. Like that's right up your fucking alley. I knew it.
Right there, you got it. You're 100% right. You know me, sir. I like it. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile.
And Norab says, we've talked about this before numerous times. The funniest height discrepancy was with Adam Cole and Zack Sabre being built 6 foot, and then a photo that he was taken. Junior was much taller than Adam Cole. I love that photo. It's one of my favorite photos.
Yeah, Cole is a tiny little guy. He's probably 5'6".
And to answer his question, I will say yes on Perry, no on Jericho. I think Jack Perry comes back, but I don't think Jericho's coming back anytime soon.
I would like to see Jack Perry come back. 100%. I would like it.
Fucking imagine the heat if he comes back and helps the Bucks win that match.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what I would have him do. Exactly what I would have him do. That would be cool. But anyway, we've got Kazuchika Okada versus Kenny Omega. This is winner takes all. This is a unification match. You got the Continental Champion and the International Champion. They're going to unify those titles. The AEW Unified Championship, whoever wins this. And that was a great video package I thought they put together for these guys last night. Really, really good video package, I thought.
Okay. So, actually,
what?
It's not necessarily unification. Says Tony Khan, quote, I've never said I'm retiring with championships. The unified AEW championship is something that is new to us. Never before have 2 AEW singles championships been held by the same wrestler at the same time. It's something very new. We'll have an awesome Continental Classic to look forward to later in the year. He was saying that additionally kind of explained that the lineage for the new unified belt would be separate and emphasize that the belt is there to symbolize the winner-takes-all nature of the match. The belt itself represents 2 champions that have gotten us to this point. He added the rivalry, blah, blah, blah. So what he's saying is that neither of the titles are going anywhere. There's potentially whoever wins the match could be holding 3 titles. So, like, Buddy is big horny for championships, and there's going to be even more.
That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
It is. I'm not going to argue that. I'm just letting you know that he apparently is not getting rid of either title, despite that being what it seems like.
Okay, and I wasn't saying you were dumb for any of that.
No. I'm saying I wholeheartedly agree with you. No, it's all good. I didn't think that. I wasn't implying that. But
yes, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. All right.
I'm sorry that I had to read it. Yeah, Kenny thought the guy that put together the really good video package had a really good package.
That's the dumbest fucking stipulation, or not even stipulation. Just what?
It doesn't mean anything now. It's just like, all right, somebody gets 3 belts and nothing happens to any of them.
Exactly.
Like, I would have, even if that's your idea, at least wait until the fucking match happens before you say, well, actually, hold on, I didn't say the belts were going anywhere. It's like, what the fuck? Why?
Well, no matter when, this is a stupid idea. No matter what, if you unified means you're unifying something. You are taking multiples and putting them together to unify, combine the titles. So the unified title is a whole nother title on its own, but not unified with anything. What the fuck? Just call it the AEW Other Championship.
All right, so who wins this match? It doesn't matter.
Okada.
Yeah, I'll say Okada too.
I think Okada. I think Omega might need another break. Although he just came back again, I'm going to go Okada. I think it's better when Omega is chasing rather than a champion. Although he might still be a fucking champion. He may still be a champion when he's even if he loses, he might still be a champion. I don't know. I don't know. This
stupid.
Takes me. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
True North has a good point. Stupidest idea ever? Question mark. Come on, Boxman. TNA painted a giant penis on ScarJo's face, and it's also probably not the dumbest thing TNA has ever done either. So it's like that's a good point.
The rumor always was Joe painted that symbol on his face, so that was Joe's fault. But I'll go with it.
She says, I mean, except for that time you said, quote, I want to start a wrestling promotion. That was your stupid idea. She's not a big fan of Tony Khan.
It was that too. Yeah. I'm gonna go Okada. You think Okada too?
Yeah, I think so. It's gonna be a really good match, but I wish I wouldn't have told you that the stipulation means jack shit all nothing. That's a bit of a mistake.
Yeah, I don't know what's even gonna happen with that shit, but that's fine. We've got Moxley, we all know current champion, versus Hangman Adam Page. This is a Texas death match for the AEW World Championship. I loved. I thought it was I thought it was funny that Moxley was being whisper tough. He was whisper growling his promo the other night, and for like a minute and a half, his face was in the dark. I couldn't even fucking see him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what is this shit? So I don't know. In this match, man, if you're not going to give it to Hangman after all this, this is like, I mean, you're in cowboy country, literally Texas death match. This is tailor-made for Hangman to win this match, in my opinion.
You're not wrong. It does seem like it's going to be the most likely thing, and I feel like it'd be a good story. They're setting up for all of that. I kind of see the chaos if Moxley wins. Like, I don't like him as a champion. I don't like seeing him as a champion. I don't like the Death Riders as a stable. But it'd be just an interesting idea, I guess, storyline purposes, like what happens after that.
Oh, I mean, it would be, but and yeah, you would get a lot of bitching from people. They can't vote. What the fuck? That title's got to come off them. And I know it does, and I agree it does. And I think it will. I think this is what they've been building up to. I think this is where Hangman wins that title.
That's what should happen.
What do you think?
I don't.
You think so?
It just feels like it's too obvious at this point. It feels like they're just setting it up for it to be like a bad ending or an unhappy
ending. It's possible. It is possible. I mean, with all the shit going down, I mean, Death Riders could come down to the ring. So we'll see what happens.
Because for whatever reason, I don't know if he still feels that way, but Tony Khan, apparently the feeling was that Tony Khan really wanted Darby to win the belt. So it's like, I don't know if he still wants that to happen. I don't know if he's still holding out for that to happen, or if that's going to happen after Hangman, but that's the rumor.
Darby could come back too if us do something. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe Darby comes in and does something. I mean, it's Texas death match. There's not going to be a disqualification for it. But I think this is tailor-made for Hangman to win this match. That's what I say. He has Norab says that he had to beat the Bucks before he wins the belt. I don't know. I'm just telling you. I think it's going Hangman. I'm staying there.
Yes, and then give it to Yuta. Please don't give it to Yuta.
Oh my God! People online would shit a Miata. I don't even make those anymore. People would be shitting them out.
Collector's items. What if Darby turns heel and attacks Adam Page, or if Jungle Blaze to attack? That's a thing, I guess.
That could work. Darby Darby heel is funny to me.
It would be pretty funny, to be honest. I'm just being like a fucking angsty, like high school kid.
That's what it would be.
Honestly, more than anything, like I think if you're gonna like try to go out of left field on this one, I would like to see Kingston come back and outbox it.
All right, so you're who you picking? Who you picking?
I'm gonna pick Moxley.
You're going with Moxley.
Gonna go with the upset.
That's your final answer, sir.
That is my final answer.
All right, if you're going with it, Timeless Tony Storm versus Mercedes Moné. This is for the AEW World's Women's Championship. Yeah, Mercedes had a few little slip-ups, especially she tried to catch the last one, but the audience didn't let her slip when she went, I'll get you on Sunday. I mean Saturday. And it was so bad. It was so bad.
I think she also said something along the lines of like the similars between us, or we're similars people. And like she just kept fucking up, like just multiple, just
she did
out of sync, and like sounding like she was like delivering lines off paper and not even really emoting at all. I'm like, all right, whatever. If she's not a good promo, we all know that. But I do feel like if you're getting paid the amount of money she's getting paid, like not fucking up multiple times during a promo should be the bare minimum expectation.
Yeah. And by the way, Toni Storm with the line of the night. Only 2 things come from Texas, and I'm at least one of those.
I like how she just laid on that line. Like she didn't say anything for like a good 2 minutes after that. She's just like, yeah, let that sink in.
And everyone cheered. Everyone cheered. You know, the state that supposedly is, completely, hates everything queer and gay and all that stuff, cheered for her.
I mean, everyone loves lesbians.
So, anyway, that was a great line, because everyone in Texas was like, steers, queers. Holy shit, she's not a steer. Okay.
She says if Mercedes wins, I hope everyone will decide it's enough AEW and not watch anymore.
Dude, I get it. Mercedes 7 belts would be just ridiculous. I totally agree. But, and I don't see it. I think, I don't think this is belt 7 for her. I think Toni Storm is keeping it. Go ahead.
That I don't think it's going to happen, and that's not what I want to happen. But I also kind of do want to see a world where just like all 3 of the worst possible outcomes happen, just to see what it would be like on television and online. Where like you have the Young Bucks win, you have Moxley win, you have Mercedes win. Where it's just like the amount of like shit that just people be losing their fucking minds online. And it would also just be interesting to just see like a super dark end to a show.
Yeah, and that's the other thing on this thing. Mercedes isn't a stupid pick. If anyone picks her, it's not a stupid pick, because Tony Khan 100% could just decide, yeah, what the hell? Let's put every belt we can on her. But I think Toni Storm is still incredibly over. The crowd loves her. She's their champion, and she should be. I think putting that belt on Mercedes, it'll basically get lost in the shuffle of her other belts. So I think it'd be a waste to put it on her.
Man, no, I am picking Toni Storm to win. I just think it would be interesting if just all of the fucking worst possible scenarios ended up happening all at once.
It would.
It'd be a ballsy move, booking wise. Just like purposely book like a downer show.
Yeah, it would. It would. But Enzo is on TNA. Good for him.
Good for him. I mean, we've talked about it. Like, it's TNA, so like I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna lie to you. But like, he hasn't done anything wrong in a very long time. And I think what he ultimately ended up doing that was wrong was just that he was hard to work with, kind of an asshole. Which like there's been billions of those in wrestling. So like, all right, he's keeping his nose clean. He seems like he's being a good dude. Like, give him another chance. Fuck it, who cares?
And he didn't do anything. And being in TNA now is a step in the right direction. I'll just say that.
Sure.
It's a step back in the right direction. I'll put it that way. So I know we don't talk a ton about WWE here, but they do have a women's pay-per-view coming up this weekend. There is a ton of wrestling on this weekend, folks. I think they have a Saturday Night's Main Event coming up this weekend on Saturday. This, I believe, is Sunday. And I thought we could quickly just kind of go through the matches and do the same thing we just did. Quick predictions for... Now, this show is not selling well, and everyone is trying to figure out why. Why? Just give me a few minutes. What is that?
Are TVs bad for dogs?
Oh, no, they got into it. Okay, just... Who left that open? Okay.
It's wide open.
All right. I can you make sure it's all closed? And I can't do this right now. So Anyway, I'm going to go. But yeah, it's not selling well. Everyone's trying to give their reasons why they think it is. And because right here, because Liv Morgan is injured. No, that's not why. It's because I hate to tell people this. Women's sports do not sell. They do not draw. I'm sorry. Listen, you take the world, you take the World Cup. The men's World Cup brings in billions of dollars. The women's World Cup brings in like $100 million. It's just not, as much as we are this society that wants to say, women can do anything. Women can do they, for some reason, their sports don't draw. Those women just aren't going out and paying to see those teams. It's just not.
Yeah. I mean,
No, take that fucking off right now.
What are you talking about?
Stop it, take it down.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, it's not only could it be that, but it could also be the fact that there's fucking oversaturation of shows. There's fucking most people already committed to going to the AEW show if you're going to be going to the show in that general area over that weekend. And also the fucking WWE tickets are super duper ridiculously expensive these days with all the bullshit competitive pricing and whatnot that they're selling and all that bullshit.
Yeah, let's see. WNBA revenue for 2024. Let's see if it even comes up. NBA. Oh, let's see. I pulled up the WNBA revenue for 2004. The first article is from Bro Bible. NBA owners furious with WNBA for losing more money in 2024.
See, True North is right here. He says, don't listen to him, Smart. Injuries is better than that. She sure is.
Now, let's look up the NBA revenue for 2024. Let's see what happens when we pull that up. Let's see. We got that. Oh, wow. They surpassed 11.3 billion in revenue in 2024. 11.3. That's my point, folks. That's my only point. I don't hate women. Please don't say that. I love women.
She says Box is going to have to beat some children after the show concludes. She says, what are you talking about? The WNBA is up. Viewers 99 to 100 now.
See, exactly. I'm sorry. I've been
How would you say that? He said the Angel Reese on the cover of WNBA too big in him.
I don't care. I don't hate women. I don't. I'm just saying, unfortunately,
No, I think I get what you're trying to say.
Women don't want to support. Yeah, go ahead.
Tickets. Well, because they're not selling. They only sold. I think they sold out like less than half of the stadium. So, like you're saying, essentially, I believe, if I can sort of like paraphrase for you, I want to put words in your mouth. But what you're saying is that they should have had the women's pay-per-view at like a smaller venue, like maybe the Kitchen. Is that what you're trying to get at, or
no,
the laundromat maybe?
First of all, if they were going to continue to have these evolutions, they should have done it after the first one when they had a little momentum. Because, they had all the whole little give divas a chance movement going on at that point. So you kept that.
Getting a lot of use out of this graphic.
Look, you learned a fucking trick. But I think they should have just kept it going. I think what's it been 5 years, and they decided to just let's do another one to see. Is Triple H
5 years because I think it was pre-pandemic.
Might have been. Is Triple H trying to like prove that he was right to sabotage the women? Maybe. I don't know. I was right. I don't know. Listen, I hope it does really well, buys, but let's face it, most of the men that want to see these women want to see them every now and then, and they'd rather see them on Instagram in a bathing suit than in a wrestling match. Again, I know that was a horrible way to put it, but let's be honest. Try to be honest here, folks. That's all I'm doing. Smark walked away. He's given up on me. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and talk about this pay-per-view. we'll jump into it. I'll get it loaded up here while Smark is over there. Do this the same way. And we've only got 7 matches to talk about. We'll go from bottom up once again when Smark comes on back in. And we can go ahead and do that. But yeah, Nikki Bella's coming back. They sold, she says, at least 7 more tickets. Maybe it might even they might have even had some people asking for refunds after that. You never know. But yeah. It's just, listen, I hope they do well. I don't think, and none of these matches look like they are going to be bad matches, in my opinion. You've got some fucking good matches actually in the lineup here. Smark has come back. He decided he's not going to leave. So we're going to go with he's Box is digging a hole. I'm going to go. Becky Lynch versus Bailey versus Lyra Valkyria. Triple threat match for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. I say Becky keeps it in this one.
Yeah, I think I'll go with that too.
I'd like to see Bailey win. I like to see Bailey with win. I like to see with championships, but I just don't. It's like they kind of lost all their momentum in Bailey, and I think they're just going to let Becky keep this one. She just got robbed. You can't take it away from her now.
Like, I know it's the Intercontinental title, not the World title, but like her last World title run was kind of underwhelming. Unfortunately, I liked Bailey, but just it seemed like they didn't really know what to do with her as champion the last time. So.
Right. Exactly. So, all right. We both got Becky retaining here. We have a no holds barred match here, Smark. This is, oh my God, this is like Hogan and Zeus all over again. Jade Cargill versus Naomi. My God, I got Jade. I 100% would put Jade over in this match with nothing really on the line, no championships or anything. Jade is still looking great out there. I think she just came back. She looks good. I'd put a lot of things on Jade Cargill. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
And no, that is not rumor nor innuendo.
We've joined it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got Jade too.
Okay.
I think it'd be a fun match. So I always like those really fucking hardcore matches. That'd be fun.
Mm-hmm. Should be pretty good. These two are probably going to tear it up. That should be a pretty good match too. Now we've got Trish Stratus versus Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus. Stratton right now is the champion, and this is a singles match for the WWE Women's Championship. So, Trish Stratus is. I don't want to say she's old. She looks amazing. I think she's actually my age. I think she's 49 years old and looks unbelievable for her age. But do you want to take the title off of Tiffany Stratton and put it on a Trish Stratus? Probably not. Yeah, I'm not saying Jade. Jesus. Oh, good Lord.
My goodness, that was bad for even you, I'm gonna say. She says physique wise, Jade looks good as far as in-ring ability. She's as good as Hayabusa after the incident. Excellent.
Wow.
My goodness.
So we have I'm going with Tiffany Stratton here.
Norm says they should feud over their initials. Only one gets to be TS after this.
I think they both should just be TS.
Yeah.
I don't know what that even means, but anyway. Yeah. Let's I got Stratton retaining. What about you?
I'll go Trish Stratus just for fucking shits and giggles. I'd rather, if you're going to give the belt to somebody who doesn't wrestle anymore, and it's like kind of on the older side of things, I'd rather be Trish Stratus than fucking Goldberg.
If she was in front of me, I'd probably get the shits and giggles.
Oh my.
Be so nervous around her. She's beautiful. Trish Stratus is beautiful.
I mean, she used to work for Vince. I mean, the shits thing it might be all right with her.
Hey, she's okay with all that stuff. So anyway, we do have a battle royal. This is for a world championship match at Clash in Paris. Now, we do have a few entrants into this match right now. There's probably going to be a few more. We have Stephanie Vicor, Ivy Nile, Nia Jax, Nikki Bella, Natalia, Maxine Dupree, Kalani Jordan, Jada Parker, Lola Vice, Lash Legend, Izzy Dame, Tatum Paxley, Zelina Vega, Julia, and Candice LeRae. Out of all those that I see there, I guess give me a second. Hold on. God damn it. Dogs.
You guys knows what's up. He says Trish versus Tiffany. He's the female equivalent of Goldberg versus Hunter.
Oh, there you go. Oh, right. That's what that is. My wife's not here, so these dogs are a little lonely.
Mm-hmm. And apparently poisoned based on what we heard a couple minutes ago.
Just tea, just green tea. They're going to be a little awake. Is that why you're so? Is that why you're shaking? Did you have green tea? Did you have green tea? Is that what you had? Are you shaking because of green tea? Okay.
Red's got 99. I'm going to go with Lola Vice because
you're going to go Lola. You're just going with Lola Vice because of her ass. I'm going to go Stephanie.
I figured after your 40-minute screed about why women's sports is terrible, I would join you with a little bit of light sexism.
I'm going to go with Stephanie Vicor. That's where I'm going with that one.
Dang.
Okay. All right. So we go from there to a fatal 4-way tag team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. It is the Judgment Day, which is going to be Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Sol Ruka and Zarya versus Asuka and Kairi Sane, the Kabuki Warriors. If I had to guess on this one, gotta have a title change. This is probably where it's going to be, and I'm going to go with the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane.
I'm going to echo that sentiment.
Uh-oh. We're echoing.
I agree with you.
All right. 2 more. We can wrap this bad boy up. Singles match for the WWF for the Women's World Championship. Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley. Io champion right now.
Jesus, Flair and Bliss because they've been pushing them for weeks. I mean, don't bet on Charlotte not winning a title like this. It's a good idea.
We'll see. They maybe. I'm going to say Io retains here. I'm going to say Io retains.
Yeah, I'll go with Io too, I guess, for the time.
Yeah, I just don't see him putting it back on Rhea just yet. I do see him doing it very soon, but not right now. Not right now. So Io's going to retain there. She's maybe right. They did make a point to say that Rhea Ripley has never beaten Io, so it's possible she gets a win. I don't know. Evolution doesn't seem like the place they might want to do that, though. So we'll see. I could be wrong. I don't mind. So we got the singles match for the NXT Women's Championship. We got JC Jane with Fallon Henley and Jasmine Nix with versus Jordan Grace. JC Jane's champion right now. I think this is going to be Jordan Grace's NXT moment to shine. And I think Jordan Grace wins this one.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think that's going to be her big moment. This is on a pay-per-view. I think it's going to be really good. It's not going to be the main event. I know that. But it's going to be definitely a good match, and I think Jordan Grace will take it.
100%. Do you think the problem with them not selling tickets isn't so much that it's an women's show versus the fact that this card kind of looks like dog shit? Because there's like 2 or 3 matches here that I'd like to see out of 7. Like the J match, I'd like to see. I don't really care about the Tiffany Trish Stratus thing. The tag match is cool. The Fatal 4-Way. And then like Io and Bria should be good. But then other than that, it's like, who really gives a shit?
I mean, it could be, but I mean, like I said, none of the matches look horrible. It's not like I look at these matches and I'm like, ugh, that's gonna fucking blow. None of these matches are. Oh, sorry, that was the wrong thing. Wrong.
That'd be interesting.
Wrong. That was wrong. None of these matches look like they're going to be awful, in my opinion. Some of them are meh. Whatever, I could do without this. Like the tag match, and probably the NXT Women's Championship. Shouldn't that be on NXT? So there you. But otherwise, I'm fine. I don't think it's going to be a bad pay-per-view. I think it'll probably do fine in the buy rates, and that's all they give a shit about. They don't care how many. I don't think they give a shit for tickets. The buy rates are what they're going to give a shit about, or how many people watched on Peacock or whatever.
Yeah, that's all it is. Norab says JC wins. Bruce is going to call it up. Ching says Jordan takes the belt because it takes the belt like it was a steroid shot for a racehorse. And then Norab says Grace has Braun's voice. That is also true.
That's what the steroids will do to you. Do you not remember Vero DeMilo? Jim Carrey. Vero DeMilo.
There it is.
Vero.
There you go. So that's it. That's what I got. I cannot believe we got 2 hours out of that bullshit.
Surprised?
Very surprised, sir. Very surprised. So anyway, I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else. Anything? You? Anything?
Yes. Fuck you, StreamYard.
Definitely a big fuck you to StreamYard. And Mark, tell them where they can find those archives.
That's right, friend. Fucking NFL preseason begins at the end of this month. So before you know it, Totally Inappropriate Team Sports, aka Tits, will be back on YouTube Tuesdays at 8:30. I can figure out what time the show is on. Tuesdays at 8:30. So go ahead and check us out. And we have the archives up. We got fucking 5 seasons of archives that you can check out on YouTube. So go ahead and check us out.
There you go. All right, folks. I got to apologize. I thought I'd be able to do Hollywood Hangout, but I was doing inventory on fireworks all weekend, and I wasn't expecting that. By the time I got home, I was hurting, kneeling down and counting fireworks. My knees are 50 years old, and they feel it. So anyway, I will be back with that as soon as I can. Might be this weekend, might not. We'll hopefully get it done. I'd like to. But anyway, we will be back here as usual. Me and Smark right here on Wrestling Outlet. Be back here 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time right here on YouTube. So check us out. On that note, y'all have a good weekend. Be safe out there.